Hi everyone, this is Charmant Nkenzo and I'm gonna show you my system building presentation. Let me just quickly go on slide and here we go. So here is my first slide. You can see IT330 system building project final Azure environment presentation. So this one is presented by me, Charmant Nkenzo, and the presentation is from the CEO and executive team. According to system building Azure class. Let's go on the second one. On the second slide, you can see we have the project overview and business scenario. The, the project was to create sales and marketing and engineer teams and customer success unite in the VMs, in the Azure portal, uh, the environment prioritize secure identity management, isolate data access, dedicated computer resources, and control network segmentation. So this one will be critical for protecting sensitive business operations. So we build entirely within Microsoft Azure, as I said previously, using a student subscription. The architect follows enterprise best practices, including least privileges, access, and network isolation. Identity foundation, users and groups in Entra ID. We created first the users per group by using Intra ID. We establish the CEO with full control, and all team members across sales and marketing, or some other in engineering and some other in customer success departments, according each department. I mean, for those user working in customer and success department have been assigned to these groups created. For those working to this the sales and marketing have been assigned for in this group, and some other in engineering group. So we organize user into these three departments, which some people have been assigned with a security measure like um, group security and group access with permissions management and access control. Administrative access granted full privilege to CEO Ted Williams, while restricting department user to group-based permissions only. We prepare the identity structure to support role-based access control and group-based resource assignments in subsequent deployment phase. In the secure department storage architecture, we developed first the storage provisioning strategy was developing dedicated Azure storage accounts for each department, architecturally aligned with virtual server requirements and security boundaries. We created file shares with 2 gigabyte total storage per department. That means 1 gigabyte allocated to each of the 2 virtual servers per team, because there were 6 server, engineer team, engineer 2 server, sales and customer 2 server, and marketing 2 server as well. That means on each server we allocated 1 gigabyte with 5 shares, and the total was 6 file shares created according all the VMs with 1 gigabyte per VM's file shares. We implemented strict access controls, ensuring ensuring only members of the matching intra-security group can access their department's storage resources. Storage accounts are fully configured and ready for attachment to virtual machines during infrastructure deployment. We created a virtual machine deployment with attached storage, sales marketing, as I say, two Windows servers VMs with 1 gigabyte storage each, group restricted access, and we enabled a RDP, a remote desktop protocol, to access those machines. We created as well an engineering VMs in engineering department. We created two VMs as well with Windows Server VMs with the 1 gigabyte created to storage file share created previously, and we attached it on each department. Customer success, same things. And we developed 6 Windows Server virtual machines with department specific storage attachments, authentication configured to permit logging executively by user within each department. We allow the CEO to get access on each department, Ted Williams, only with the contributor privilege. The contributor you can see, but not can you can't bring some change or modification on each folders on each file shares we created. And some respective teams were assigned according their department and their VMs created. We Next of that, we dive into the virtual network and IP address segmentation. The network architecture constructed a virtual network using the 10.1.1.0/24 address space with subnet mask as follow: 255.255.255.0, providing 254 usable IP addresses. The segmented IP range by department. Sales and marketing was on 10.1.1.50, range to 99, and engineering 10.1.1.100, range to 149. Customer success 10.1.1 150 until 199. Each department's server pair receives static IPs from each design range. Azure DNS handles automatic IP configuration for seamless connectivity. We isolate the verification. Connectivity testing confirm the security model. So intra-department servers within the same group can successfully ping each other. We tested the ping. Each department was able to ping or to communicate with the VM in the same department, but not across other department. We build some restriction to keep security and to keep data alignment apart each user apart according each department. Cross department, we ping requests between different groups fail, confirming network isolation, and we tested to ping the VMs from the engineer to the sales and marketing. The ping failed, and we ping engineer VMs, the ping success. That's mean network isolation. Diving to the sixth slide, the security and access control highlights. We provided least privilege principle. Apply across all layers. User receive only the minimum permissions required for their role. Storage access, VM logging rights, and network permission are tightly scoped to the departmental boundaries. The network traffic isolation, segmented IP addresses, range, prevent across department communication at the network layer, successful ping test within groups, and failed pings between groups. Validate the isolation model. Group-based access control. We leverage intra-ID security groups to simplify permission management and eliminate individual access assignments. This approach scales efficiently and reduces administrative overload. Future security readiness. The current architecture provides a solid foundation for additional controls including network security groups, Azure Firewall, conditional access policy, and multiple factor authentication. The business value and strategy next steps. We have the operations and management. We this one we consist to running to address some backup plan. We will address the hot and cold backup plan against threats and attacks to recover data in case of the DDoS attacks and so some other attacks. And this one can help us to prevent the enterprise or the company to lose or face important data storage. We recommend a advanced security like a deeply NDS, deeply firewalls and control access policies, and we will recommend monitoring. Implement the monitoring alerts to contribute access policy. Um, we can optimize by reviewing users platforms to right size a resource for cost efficiency. So I think this presentation is really helpful and can help our enterprise align with the best strategy, the best behavior, and to grow. I think the instructor for this class who provided these beautiful contents and materials, and I think my colleague, my fellowship, my classmate who assisted in some questions to address some issues that are in these configurations, and I'm really grateful for this beautiful class. Thanks for watching.